Hi guys, it's Dawn from Let's Make a Mess Today. How are you doing? Well, it's that time. Can you believe it? I actually made some journals for you guys, some flow type journals. And I just want to share this with you and show you how I did this and what this is all about. And I hope that you like them as much as I do. Unfortunately, I made 6. 2 are already gone. Well, that's fortunate for me and fortunate for you. But 2 were already bought, sight unseen. And before I actually get in and show you this fun journal, I do want to thank my supporters who buy my journals from me. Like, I've had some people, the person that bought the 2 from me, sight unseen, has come in and swooped up every one of my journals before they even, it's like 4 or 5 at a time. Sometimes, I think actually one time maybe 6. I'm not sure. So, and she continues to buy my journals every time that she can get one. And I just want to thank, and there's other people that do the same thing. And first off, let me just thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Oh, here comes Gracie. She wants to see the journals too. But before I get started on the journal, I want to show you the button that I chose. It's an organic hand washable button. I loved this button. When I saw this button, I couldn't believe it. It says, I don't know what's so organic about it. It's made in Thailand. It's hand washable. But I just loved this button. It's huge. Look how big it is. It's huge. And so I used this for the closure on every one of the journals. Some of the journals might be like a redder color or whatever. Watch out. There's a candle over there, honey. So yeah. So anyway, but I just wanted to really point out this button. And I just tied it on here as a closure because I wanted to incorporate this button somehow in the journal this time. Come on, sweetie. Let's go over here. You said hello. Now go now. Relax and take a little nappy. So that's the closure. Let's talk about the journal now. But again, thank you guys for those that you keep continuing to just blow my mind. Every time I put something up, you are repeat buyers from my Etsy store. And I love you, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting my channel, because that's mostly, I don't sell much anymore, and when I do and it sells, it makes me feel it's very rewarding for me. So there you have it. This isn't tied on very tight, and it's just kind of a thing. You can tie it as tight as you want. I used the same thread on here that I used to make your tassel with. So be aware that this is a flow journal. So everything that's in here and on here can be used in your art. So you can reuse this string to make your own beads and bits and bob tank, because that's what I used here, you see. And I left plenty of string on here. You can untie this. There's a little grommet here. You can untie it and use these bits and bobs in your own deal, or you can leave it on. I'd like to say that you can use this journal as is, but it is a flow journal, which means that the signatures are not sewn in. They're tied in so that you can take everything out and use it in your own art. But you can leave it the way it is and use it as is. So this is a 9x6 flannel fabric journal. Flannel wouldn't make a very good journal, you guys. It would look really weird, I think. But anyway, I digress. But look at it. It's very artsy. So these are called the artsy journals because there's paintbrushes and there's pencils and there's watercolors and all kinds of splats and stuff. And so this is the art. This is called the artsy journals, okay? So there you have it. These are going to be the artsy journals, 9x6 fabric with a little beaded bits and bobs dangles on here for you, again, to use or not. And one of these little closures with these buttons that, can be put on here a different way if you want. But I just did it this way for you. So, because again, this is your journal and you can do with it what you like. But I did want you to have all of this string and this button to play with. Okay, so this is your journal. Isn't this cool? I just love these buttons, and I bought a bunch. They weren't cheap, guys. They're like $5 a pop. So yeah. So make sure that you find something that you love to do with these gorgeous buttons. Okay. So anyway, so there's that. All right, so let's just dive into this artsy journal, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So we have it tied in, and since it's kind of artsy, what I did was I created a little pack of my painty papers in here for you to tear up and use in whatever manner you want to use. So there's a little painty paper pack for you to use. All of the pages in here can be used in your journals. This is a cardboard cover. You can put, your own little like a little, what do you call it? Corner thing, a little tuck spot on here if you want, but you don't have to because it's gorgeous. I mean, it's stunning. It's gorgeous, and they're all a little different color. I'm not sure what every color is that I used, but it is the primary, probably part of a red, yellow, or blue because I kind of mimicked the colors that are going on this really cool artsy fartsy cover. Don't you just love this? There's 2 tags in here that match that as well. Oh, and there's more fabric inside here, you guys. So there's going to be, let me just say, everything that you see in this journal, you're going to get. However, there's going to be more in each journal that you're not going to see because once I get finished with this, showing this, I'm taking it over to my stash and I'm packing more into it. I didn't want to pack a bunch of stuff in each journal that was different because you'll think, oh, maybe I'll get that one. But if you don't, you'll be disappointed. So I didn't want to do that. So just know that everything that you're seeing in here, you will be getting a piece of or part of, but there will be more in this journal, okay? So you'll just remember that because I want to add some stuff out of my stash because I'm destashing a little bit. I thought these cards were really cool. These are from an SAT test, so like antiquated, and then there's a little art on each one. So bombastic, ratify, antiquated. So they had to, this is for, and then they have, how to use the word in a sentence, which I love. But these are for SAT studying. So Auntie had an antiquated mind. She equated young West with her old flame, Buccaneer Jess. So anyway, so there you go. Oh, sorry for that glare, guys. But so there's going to be some of those cards in here. Very cute. There's lots of washi tape. There's going to be a lot of fabric in this journal. A lot is a relative term, but I tried to put lots of fabric in here that I really enjoy. And I love this fabric. This is sparkly. It's stunning. So everybody's going to get a red and pink piece of this for sure. So that's going to be in your journal. And then these are some quotes from Women's Life. You can use these, take a copy and put them on your tags or your ATCs or whatever. But these are a little pack, I think 2 or 3 sheets. Two sheets? I thought I did 3. Oh, maybe just 2. Some might get 2, some might get 3. I don't know. Anyway, these are quotes from a woman's life, from Women on Life, I should say. And like this one says, life begins when a person first realizes how soon it ends. And that's from Marceline Cox. So there's some cute little sayings and whatnot there. And everybody gets a picture of a rose and some beautiful papers. And everybody will get a piece of this Pinups and Pit Bulls. I've had this book for a while. I loved the book. I couldn't get rid of it. And I was like, I didn't want to give it away. I tried to sell it, but it wouldn't sell because I wanted too much. I asked too much for it because I didn't want to sell it, I think. But anyway, so there's a picture of a pinup and pit bull in each book. I love those pinups. They're very cool. And then there's some different, what do you call these, tickets? So that you guys can play with those. Everybody's going to get a piece of this specific border. And look at the boho style on this border, you guys. Don't you just love that boho style? So everybody's getting a piece of that. Of course, there's music sheets in here, some little extra ATCs that you can get going on. Now, I tried to find, like I said, there's only four books in Etsy, but I couldn't find, but there's 6 altogether, and I couldn't find 6 of these specific stickers. So 1 or 2 of the books might have different stickers, but there are stickers in the books. And I gave everybody a golden ring, a gold diamond ring, because I want y'all to go steady with me. And here are the tags that I created that will match the cover. Aren't those cool? So their tags are started for you. There you go. You can put whatever you want on them. And then here's some funny napkins. Everybody's going to get a couple of these. I don't know why I keep saying that. You're all going to get a couple of these. But this one says, hurry up and take the damn picture, Lillian. They're going to run out of shrimp on the buffet. And I think this is Lillian, because Lillian says, do I look like I give a rat's ass? I love those. And some pockets with some more little cards to work with. These cards are like question and answer cards. So which is the odd one out? And then the answers on the back. And those are kind of fun. I like to put kind of interactive stuff in here for you guys. I don't know if you've noticed that about my journals. They're not just a bunch of postcards. There's stuff that you can play with, like interact with, use. I like to do that. Here's some more Project Life cards. and some coffee dyed paper, and just some cute little kitties that are adorable. There'll probably be something under here by the time I'm finished. Okay, let's talk about this wallpaper. As soon as you get this book, well, you can leave it in here and it'll be safe. But when you do get this book, realize that this wallpaper is seriously vintage. It's probably 50 years old, if not more. And you need to use it up. So I'm putting it in here and I'm hoping it stays safe. And I've got this beautiful vintage, whatchamacallit here, trim. So be gentle with this, but find a place to use it as quickly as you can or keep it in here for safekeeping. Love it. I love the pink and white. Like, isn't that stunning? Isn't that like the most prettiest pink you've ever seen? I had to have it. I found a roll of it. Not a very big roll, but a pretty big roll. This is a thick, buttery piece of paper that I always include in my junk journals. This is German, I believe, and it feels like fabric. It's so wonderful and thick. Oh, this is fun. So you guys know that I love Liberace, right? Well, if you don't know, you know now. And Liberace, I went to his museum in Las Vegas, but it's no longer there. And I had a book on on Liberace's clothes and stuff. And so I went through that book and I pulled out and again, it killed me to do it, but I had to do it. I pulled out a beautiful piece of paper from that book it's pictures of his actual fabric. And then I put a picture of Liberace in here for you. And in this pocket, we just have write about the most important quality any mother should have. What do you know is true? And just some journaling pages with some actual prompts in here to use. Again, kind of an interactive thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait till you see this. This is a border. This is another wallpaper border I had to include. Isn't that stunning? Everybody's going to get a large piece of this border. I don't know if you're all going to get a butterfly, but most of you will. So there's that. Another round. And then again, some napkins, more napkins, and a few little pieces of chunky, like just some little extra pieces of painty paper from my days. And then of course, what is an art journal without some stencils? So I found some little stencils here for you to use and have in your stash. They're just small, but they're fun. Love life. Oh, okay, so let's talk about this really quick. This is interesting. This is interesting right here. Okay, so I was going to take this apart, and then I went, no, I'm not going to. Now, I did, for me, I took it apart, and I want to show you what I did. But so because you can use this piece right here as trim, right? But that's up to you. But I want you to take notice when you get this, you guys, that this is really leather. This is real leather. Wait till you smell it. It's leather. And what I did was, I was going to show you on this piece. So everybody's going to get a different, we'll talk about that in a minute. But what I did was, I cut this. And how I did it, let me just show you really quick. Because I couldn't get these stitches off here. So what I did was I just cut it. So I went down here to the best part I could find. And then I cut this side off here like so. And now, you guys, I love the smell. It reminds me of horses. It's leather. Now you have a tab or whatever. Or you don't. You don't have to use it. You can keep it like this and use it as whatever you want. And I left these labels on here for you because why not? So everybody's going to get one of those. And then you're also going to get a piece of trim like this on the side. So I'm just going to add this to your journal and add this to your journal. And some of them are going to be this kind and some of them are going to be this kind. They're all going to be different. Your little extras are going to be a little bit different. But I just wanted you to realize what you can do with this. I better not use that one. I cut the wrong one. Now you're going to get this one. So, yeah, I cut the wrong one. I wanted to leave this one in the book, but this one's just as good. So there you go. Actually, I might go ahead and leave both of these in that book. There we go. And that. Okay, we'll figure that out later. These are going to be shipped in a larger box because, as you can see, they're pretty thick, and I don't want to smush them. I just don't want to smush them. So I'm going to say right now that the shipping is going to be more expensive than normal, which, you know, my shipping is quite expensive anyway because I use the post office priority envelopes because I don't want to deal with weighing things and anything. So if you want them, you just have to pay for the shipping, and I apologize for that. So, but these are wallpaper, and they're very textured. Can you see how textured those are? Those are lovely to use in any art project that you might have. And then, especially since this is a flow journal, I couldn't not add, are we on 15 minutes already? Oh my gosh. This has taken a long time to go through. Sorry guys, but I want you to see it all. So I added some washi tape. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 types of washi tape on it, and it's on a Geisha Girl playing card. Here's another stencil. Here's some more fabric that I added, and I also added some more of this string to it. It's that string that I love to bind my journals with and make tassels with, so there you'll have that. And since this is kind of an artsy-fartsy, I just went with artsy-fartsy fabric. So I added these little hands. Aren't those cute? I just love those. And some more of the same fabric that's on the cover. Some peace sign fabric, and also just some paint swatch. Looks like paint swatch fabric. So there you go. These are fun. I would make a copy of this if I were you. There's 2 of them. I would make a copy of this if I were you. They're like tattooed hands. And I would make copies and then go ahead and just color them in. Those are a lot of fun to use in your art. These are interesting. I found these at Mecca. And these, I don't know what they are, but I think they're almost like chopstick. Could they be chopstick holders? I'm not sure. But each one of them have a little geisha girl on there. Isn't that cute? So each one will come with that. I'm trying to rush now because it's going to be such a long video to show. And then just a little receipt. Or no, they're like little receipt to like what you get at an old-fashioned store. And then these are a couple of different paint things. Everybody's going to get 3 of these. And they have this punch out. Isn't that cool? I thought this would be cool to make like a door or something in a junk journal. So very cool. These are just some cardstock that have these edges on it. These edges go in my Fatty Patty. These, to me, are just so fun to work with. They're textured. You can paint them. They're really, really cool. Don't throw those away. Please put those in your junk journals. And then these are some of those slides that I have. And notice what I did was I put them in with the sky up here and the grass down here. Don't ask me why. I know you're going to take them out and use them. But these all say Eugene on them. So there's that. Oh, I love this piece. I love, love, love this piece. Here, watch this. This is a really long piece of fabric that looks like, it's fabric. It's not a measuring tape, you guys. It's actually fabric. But I wanted you to have this because I thought it would be a lot of fun for you to use as, like a trim on your pages or, tassels or whatever you want. But I put a long piece of that in there for you. Got painty paper, coffee dyed paper. These cards are super big. They're like from Las Vegas. They're super, super big playing cards. I love those. That's a good hand. Whoever got this hand just scored. And then, of course, we're getting to the end here. And then here's some more paint. Actually, these aren't paint. They're different. This one's like metal, tile, and plastic. So these are just cool, like as scrapers or whatever. Those are really cool. And then these are illusion. Take this off here real quick. I didn't want to do that, but I'm doing it. These are illusion pictures. So these are really cool. So this is just geometric optical illusions on each page. I just thought they were very cool. So I love to share things out of interesting books for you. So we're going to put that back. Just rip that washi tape a little bit. But hey, it's washi tape. Do we really care now? So there we go. There's that. Oh, and then here's a button. Each one of you are going to get this button, which is an old button. It's from 2004, so it's not that old. But I thought it would be fun to maybe mix media a button up. So there you go. There's that. Some Asian paper. Here's some tear outs from a flow book. So here's some tear outs from a flow book, and everybody's going to get some of these. So tear out that. Everybody's going to get some of that, and then. What else do we got in here? And then whatever else I put in here, of course. Oh, and then some postage stamps. I put a little thing of postage stamps in here. Just a little selection, a little postage stamp. And then a card. This is supposed to look like an old quilt. Isn't that pretty? So that's this journal. Oh, and then it's going to come with... I might keep these out and just put them with here. It's going to come with a piece of trim. And it's going to come with an old pattern. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the pattern in there because I am going to ship it in a bigger book. But please know that if it doesn't come with, don't expect this to be the full pattern for whatever is on here. Don't expect to be able to make whatever you see here. This is just for ephemera for your junk journals only. I'm going to wrap this video up, get this up on Etsy, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. You know, this is how I'm able to, you know, do a little extra and buy my supplies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this flow journal. And there's only 4, so if you're interested, let me know.